Just 3 years ago, a report by an industry expert revealing a public broadcaster crippled by financial mismanagement and news interference.
It was awful. No nation should allow this abuse to happen, and we all keep quiet.
And now, apparently Big Brother is listening and reading SABC employees' conversations. Broadcasting unions are questioning this bolt from the blue.
We are receiving complaints from the newsroom and various other workers that have been coming to us. And of course, they are saying that it's a matter that we need to challenge, and precisely that's what we must do.
In the contract clause 24, the SABC says it reserves the right to intercept and act on any incoming and outgoing emails, cell phone and telephone conversations, as well as SMSs. This will apply if its equipment is used to obtain the information, a clause strongly condemned and rejected.
You can't, in 20 years plus into a democracy, then you take us back to the apartheid era, where even journalists now are going to be monitored in terms of their communication. Privacy is exposed, even their sources. Journalists will always have sources that talk to so that they can give us those stories, they can give us the reports in terms of the investigation and all of that. You're taking away that.
This is a public broadcaster. You don't expect the public broadcaster to actually be the one that essentially engages in covert surveillance operations. And this is not proper.
And a suggestion that this is a threat to journalists' independence.
You should be able to do your work without fear or favor. And this move would certainly threaten that. And this move also threatens the confidentiality at which you work with your sources as well. And it cannot be allowed. I think one of the things is that we need to figure out, are they even legally doing this? And what are the reasons why they're doing this?
Media Monitoring Africa says this is not unique.
It appears to be quite a standard clause that would appear in an employee contract. But having said that, we are dealing with a slightly different situation when we talk about journalists and the public broadcaster.
The clause has provoked more questions than answers.
There needs to be a lot more around how journalists are going to be protected in light of this clause, if this kind of clause is going to be included in a contract. So I don't necessarily think that, the clause itself is the issue, but it needs to go further than just the clause we see.
The SABC could not be reached for comment. Mareketla Motlhabe, SABC News, Johannesburg.